All right, y'all, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Just pulling some stuff up here. All right, got about 80 y'all in here. So let's go ahead and get started. We can go ahead and get started here. All right, just pulling this last piece up. And I'm going down this list today. I'm going in order of what I want to talk about because there's a few things. And yeah, I'll probably be on here till like 8 o'clock tonight. So I'm going to run through this stuff tonight. All right. So let's start with the top. So if y'all jump off topic, I'm just staying on this right here. I'm going to stay on this little list on the side here. So, all right, y'all, welcome back to another live. Got a big weekend of fights, man, starting with Friday. We got some Bellator fights, Cyborg. Let's talk about Cyborg a little bit. I mean, how many really knew that fight was going down, right? I forgot. No, honestly, I ain't gonna say I forgot. I didn't even know. I knew more about Pam Bam and Arlene Blinko than I did Cyborg. Like, I knew Cyborg was fighting. I mean, I knew Pam Bam was fighting, but I didn't know that Cyborg was the main event. I'm just being real, man. I didn't know. That tells you how. That tells you what I think of that matchup, right? I mean, we never know, right? Right. Hang on, I'm just fixing bought this new iPhone case. I'm trying to fix my phone at the same time and talk. So yeah, let's get into this, man. Looking off here to the side, I'm gonna go down these topics. First off, Randa Markos. I want to talk about her. Unfortunately, she is out of the UFC. Her contract ran out, so let's talk about that. Friday is LFA 118. Got like four women's fights on there, strawweight fights. So we're going to talk about that. Bellator 271. We got 3 fights on there. Valerie Laredo included. Then Pam Bam and Arlene. Then, of course, Cyborg and Kavanaugh. So let's talk about that. Then, of course, Saturday, we got a couple flyweight fights. Casey Jojua, Calvillo Lee. And we got a featherweight fight. The return of Leah Letson versus Felicia Spencer. Right? All right. So let's jump back up here. Australia, what's up? Brian Williams. You crazy talking about the intro. No, that shows you what he must be watching, huh? Where his mind be. I mean, I usually think of that like old 70s groove type stuff when I hear that. Two Beats, what's up? Markos Bell, what's going on? Damn, this case is tough, man. No wonder it's like shatterproof. Trying to fix this case while I'm talking here. Dang. Okay, so Randa Markos, as y'all know, Markos Bell, he hit me with this news, man. I gotta start blocking him, man, because he keep hitting me with this type of stuff, man. Randa Markos is out of the UFC. Fought out her contract. It wasn't like she was just cut. She just fought out her contract, and they chose not to renew it, right? So, yeah, man. It's part of the end of an era. The end of a part of an era. As y'all know, Randa Markos, she's been in the game for a minute. I've been following her since the beginning of her career. Let's see, it goes all the way back to where UFC career goes all the way back to UFC, the Tough House. Tough House, the strawweight edition, which I always talk about. And she's had over 18 fights, right? Or about 18 fights in the UFC. And she's been in there with some of the best, Been in there with some of the best. Yeah, let me pull it up here. So, yeah, Randa Markos, 11 wins, 11 losses, 1 draw. She was part of the UFC since 2014. Ultimate Fighter 20, the strawweight edition. And, though she didn't make it to the finals, like the finals, that she didn't win, she put on a good performance. I think she beat Tisha Torres when she was in the house as well. I think that was like her first fight. I'm just kind of remembering off top here. So, it's been a long road for her. It's been a long road, man, for the Quiet Storm. To be said, is LFA still on UFC Fight Pass? It is. He said, "Boo iPhone." Oh man, my iPhone been reliable, man. Every iPhone I had since the past 6-7 years, I just been upgrading. I haven't had any issues. Only issues I had if I drop them. I mean, they've been good to me. I mean, I don't like the fact they got rid of the aux cable. The aux cable. That and the fact they sell the doggone thing with as of lately, they sell the plug separate, man. What kind of crap is that? They give you the cord, but they don't give you the plug to go with it. I don't get it, man. Anything for $1, right? So yeah, boo in that fashion. So yeah, let's see. Markos overall, posted a 7-10 record inside the octagon. Wow, 7 wins, 10 losses, and 1 draw. So yeah, 18 fights. That adds up. And she went on a losing streak against, who did she lose to? Kanako Murata, Amanda Ibas, Mackenzie Dern, Luana Pinheiro. That fight was questionable because, the stoppage. But there was just a time where, Randa Markos, she was kind of stuck in that middle. Like, she was getting some of the toughest fights. She was having to take them on short notice. They were giving her those ultimatums to be like, oh, if you don't take this fight, we're going to cut you, So that was always the deal with her as well. Like, she was always having to go into these fights, sometimes unprepared with all short notice, But other than that, I always thought of Randa Markos as like a tough customer, I was never one to just say, oh man, like with all these losses, she's what people call a tomato can or bum. No, like Randa, if you sleep on her, she will put you to sleep. She's tough. Remember that submission win she got over Angela Hill? And like I said, Carla Esparza, like y'all didn't know she beat Carla Esparza, right? Let me pull up her record. Hold on. She defeated a few people, so I mean, she does have more losses and she has wins, but she'll bring it even into a loss. The 2 fights where she really got dominated were the Ibas fight, which went the distance, and then the Mackenzie Dern fight where she got finished, right? Let's see. Hold on. Let me just pull up her resume here. Yeah. She's got a win over Carla Esparza. She's fought Karolina Kowalkiewicz. She's lost. Alexa Grasso, she's fought. Lost a close decision. Some people thought she won. Who else did she fought? Marina Rodriguez to a draw. Nina Azaroff she lost to. She beat Angela Hill. Claudia Gadelha. Ibas, Dern, Murata, Yoder. It just kind of went down from there. Like, you could see she was holding it down with the second tier. But as she lost, she just kept fighting down. Prospects, then the newcomers, and so on. Like, she had to just keep fighting down. So then she was fighting contender fighters like Luana Pinheiro. So once you look at that resume, they have to make that choice. They have to say, okay, what is this fighter bringing to the table? Are they going to be in this for the long haul? We're giving her a lot of chances. She continues to fight. She fights down every time, and she's still coming up short. So they're like, do we renew a contract with her for 4 more fights? Because if we do, it could be dangerous for her. She's just going to be fighting it's going to be dangerous for her, or she's just going to keep fighting these newcomers and they're just going to keep beating her at this point. It's going to just keep going down from there to the Cheyenne Bays, Loma Labuni, and so on. So you have to think of that. And they have to think of that as well. Like at 11-11, do we really want to sign her for 4 more fights? And, I think Roxanne, who I'll talk about in another video, Roxanne's kind of in that same position. Roxanne is coming up on fight 50. So she's kind of thinking that too, like, oh, like I'm fighting down as of lately. So do I just want to be a punching bag or do I want to get out? I haven't watched the interview with Roxanne, but I think she talked about that, trying to, avoid brain damage and so on, and damage to your body. So I'll kind of go back and look more into that. But shout out to Randa Markos, man. She held it down for a while. She's fun to watch. Yeah, that was a draw, 2 beasts. Yeah, I named that. I said that fight. Yeah. Danny Edwards said he put 5 on Sinead. Okay. Shreya said, where does she go now? BKFC? She could, but I mean, there ain't much in that. Like, I never really saw her as like a puncher or like a hard hitter, High Five said, Randa should still be there because she's not a bum. I never counted her last fight with Luana as a loss. Yeah, I didn't either. It sucks that she has to go out on a W, meaning the fact that right when she came back and won a fight against Levan Rasuza, she has to leave. You know what I mean? Like, why? That was kind of weird at that point, though. Like, they couldn't renew her contract for maybe at least 1 or 2 fights. I don't get it. I mean, at the same time, I understand maybe like I'm thinking in 4 fight contract deals, but if they did maybe like 1 or 2, that would be fine. But if they were going to cut her, they should have cut her at the let me see, at the 4th loss, right? Instead of on a win, because then that's when that person gets confidence to say, okay, I'm back. But now they say, oh, we're not going to renew your contract, right? So from here, what does she do? I don't know. Bellator doesn't really have much of a strawweight division. You could go back to Invicta. Invicta would be interesting, to test out where she stands. And that would really tell us whether or not she can make it back or call it a day, right? But I don't know, man. It was bound to happen. We seen other fighters get cut, and at 11-11, it was going to happen. She's came up short one too many times with these fighters like Dern, Ebos, Gadelia, even like I said, Rodriguez, even that being a draw, Nina Azaroff, Grasso, Courtney Casey, Carolina Kowalkiewicz, Panay, all the way back to those losses, right? But I still think she's a good fighter, though. I think she still brings a tough test for any of these other fighters. To be said, Bellator. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Bellator just doesn't have a solid strawweight division. LFA has one, but their fighters are like on the come up. I hate to see her be a stepping stone for those fighters that are like 1-0 and 2-0, anything like that. Daniel said, given Randa's ceiling, I can see why they decided to part ways because she's been there for 5 years. Her salary is probably inflated for value. Yeah, that's true too. It's like jobs, when they look at your age and they don't want to pay you a certain amount of retirement, they'll say, okay, you're over 60, it's time to go, right? And Marcus Bell said, Pearl, yep. Yeah, I had shared that on my page, and yeah, she had hit me back. Britton Hart did. Yeah, Pearl will be fighting Britton Hart tomorrow. Yep. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk to her this time, but yeah, did acknowledge it. Yeah, Daniel, that's a good point. with these new contenders coming in, they have to free up some money. So they got to get rid of some of this dead weight. I hate to call it that, but that's how they see it, dead weight. All right, make sure y'all hit the like button too. We got like 10, 15 people in here coming in and out, 11, 12. Yeah. Yeah, like 10, 11 people coming in. Nobody hit thumbs up. It's becoming a chore, right? Straight said should have kept her as a gatekeeper. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with it now because she's done so much already. You know, she's already became a gatekeeper for. Let's go all the way back. Like Yoder, Ebos, Dern, Murata, Pinheiro, Souza, Angela Hill. Like over the past 2 years, you know. So I don't know, man. Like I wouldn't have cut her. That's because, you know, I like her. I'm a fan of her. Like, but I can see their part there. I can see where it comes from in a business standpoint. But, you know, I would have gave her a chance just because, you know, she did bounce back with a win. And then, okay, Markos says Souza's gone. Souza's gone as well. Dang. Well, Souza going back to Invicta probably, you know. So maybe they could both go. Because I still think Randa could teach some of these other girls in the Invicta a thing or two, you know. So, hey, it's not over. All right. So, yeah, George. Yeah, man. It's busy, man. Starting Friday. It's crazy. So, let's jump to LFA, y'all. LFA 118. I'm looking forward to this. Finally. Loveth Young is getting her crack at the LFA strawweight title, which is vacant now. You know, last fighter to hold it was Lupita Benitez, who dropped the title to go to the Contender Series. Oh, excuse me. To go to the UFC. Did she go to the Contender Series? Come on. Why am I blanking out here? Hold on. Why am I blanking out? Yeah, she went straight to the UFC. Yeah, she went straight in to fight Jessica Panay. So, yeah, Lupi Benitez vacated that title and fought her first UFC fight in April against Jessica Panay. And that title's been vacant. So, I've been saying, okay, Loveth Young should be next in line for that title shot, right? So, finally, they do the right thing and get her matched up here. Let me go ahead and pull up the whole schedule. LFA 118. Loveth Young versus Jacqueline Amaram. Solid jiu-jitsu artist. You know, very dangerous on the ground. She's 4-0. I've seen a couple of her fights. You know, first 3 wins were by submission. You know, she's got a first round stoppage as well. I think I covered. Yeah. I think I did cover a couple of her fights. Amaram, I covered her first 2 LFA fights. I did. So she's dangerous. You know, dangerous on the ground. You know, submission artist. You know, like I said, Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner. Let me see what belt she has. Hold on. This is a dangerous fight. Gonna be a good fight though. It's dangerous for both. What belt does she have? I don't have to go to her IG later. So you got her 4-0 versus Loveth Young. You know, Loveth Young, dangerous, strong, powerful kickboxer. You know, physical fighter on the inside. You know, she has good takedown defense. I think this fight's going to be very, very entertaining. I don't see it going 5. I'm going to be very, very interested, man. Again, I like Loveth Young's, you know, stance and her power shots that she gets off. You know, she's very, very, very poised when she's letting them right hands go. at 3-1-1. Her one loss is questionable to Vanessa Demopoulos. That was a close fight. That could have been hers. Other than that fight, she's finished her 3 wins. First round knockout and a second round knockout, and she has 1 submission win. So Lovely Young is dangerous, and I see her as the one of the next it fighters for the future of the UFC. Some people say it's a little early. 3-1-1. I mean, there's growth there. Once she gets this belt, defended a few times, put in that work, and just kind of adjust to these different styles and different looks that she's seeing in LFA. And I think, you definitely see her moving on pretty soon. George said, when Loveth wins, UFC better call her up. No contender BS. Yeah. Depending on what she looks like after this fight, I would like to see maybe one more fight in the LFA. Like, I like to see her defend the title at LFA before she jumped to the UFC. Maybe. I just want to see some of these fighters defend it before they jump in there, because UFC strawweights is a pool of sharks right now. We got of course we got Loma Labutni in there, Cheyenne Bays, Lupi Benitez. Lupi's a dangerous fighter. I wanted to see Lupi and Loveth and Sam Hughes and those fighters mix it up when they were in LFA, but maybe if she does get in there, she can mix it up now. Go ahead and see them different looks that she missed out on. Yeah, so if they take her, hey, you can get in there, because Tabitha Ricci's in there. Tabitha Ricci, she was 5-0. Yeah, 5-0 when she was in LFA. Then of course they gave her the Manon Firo. In my opinion, they should have waited. Like, Tabitha Ricci, she's a black belt in judo and jiu-jitsu, but still a lot of work needs to be done with her. I think Loveth, she has a very, very unique style, like I said, kickboxing and boxing, that's going to give some of these fighters problems. So let's just see what she can do. So yeah, that fight is on the card. That's the main event, of course. Y'all see the picture here. So Loveth is getting the title shot. Shout out to Loveth. I'm picking Loveth to win this one. I don't see it going 5 rounds, because both fighters are very strong in their disciplines. But I do see Loveth winning. I'm picking Loveth to win. All right, so that's the main event. Then we got one other strawweight fight and 2 other flyweight fights on this card, WMMA. Some other newcomers. Let's see. Taylor Malden, I've seen her before. She's making her second fight here. She's 1-0. And she's taking on Nadine Mandiao. I covered some of her fights. She's 1-2. That's a flyweight fight. That's the first WMMA fight on the card. Taylor Malden versus Nadine Mandiao. Dion Barbosa taking on Jenna Bishop. Dion is 3-1. Jenna Bishop's 1-0. So yeah, these are a lot of up and comers, y'all. If y'all haven't seen these fighters, I've seen some of them, but if y'all haven't really got a chance to really see them perform, there's some amateur fights out there, and of course they're young amateur fights and the LFA fights. And the strawweight fight on here is Alandria Brown and Sydney Trio, both 1-0. Battle of the undefeateds. So yeah, we getting some women's fights on this card. Okay, they trying to load it down. Let's see. LFA starts at it started at 10 p.m. Taylor Malden and Nadine Mandiao on the prelims. Sometimes the prelims don't come up for me. I don't know about y'all. Like, when I'm watching LFA, I really have trouble pulling up the prelims. It usually starts at the main events. I don't know if that's just me. Brian Williams said Lupi versus Loma is a great stylistic matchup. Ooh, yeah, Lupi is a dangerous one. Well, yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. LFA 118. Yeah, 10 p.m. on UFC Fight Pass. So, yeah, I'm definitely tuning in tomorrow. All right, let's jump to the next one, y'all. Let's see. I'm not breaking these fights down, but I'm just going through them. Let's see what we got. Bellator 271. All right. So aside from Arlene Blinko and Pam Bam, just because, I keep up with Pam Bam on Instagram, I really didn't know about the Cyborg Sinead Kavanaugh fight, man. What's up? I mean, that kind of says it in itself because nobody really knows about Sinead Kavanaugh. I've seen her fight, of course. I know about her, but I just didn't know about the matchup. I just didn't know about this matchup. That's crazy. Went under the radar, man. Oh, man, let's look at this, man. We got like 4 WMMA fights on Bellator 271, though. Let's see. Oh, man. Valerie Lareda versus Taylor Turner. Oh, that's a catchweight fight at 128. Oh, man, that ain't even a flyweight fight. So Valerie's coming back at 128 versus Taylor Turner. I've seen Taylor Turner before. She fought. Taylor Turner beat, what's her name? Heather Hardy. Yeah, she beat Heather Hardy. And who else did she fight? Alejandra Lara, I think. But yeah, she beat Heather Hardy. I was like, wow. First round finish. So you got Taylor Turner taking on Valerie Lareda. Valerie Lareda, y'all know her, of course. Many of y'all know her. I know some of y'all definitely know her. She's coming off her loss to Hannah Guy back in May. Ready to get back in action. Let's see what she can do. She putting everything together, putting on the ground, putting up that ground game. Let's see. Daniel Avery said the Bellator need to work on the YouTube presence. Yeah, they do, man, because I didn't know anything about this. I knew about the card, but I didn't know about the main event. I ain't even going to lie to y'all, man. All right, let's see. So, Valerie Lareda, Taylor Turner's catchweight fight. Flyweight fight, Bruna Ellen. I like Bruna Ellen. Oh, and Desiree Yanez. Okay, yeah, Desiree Yanez. She fought Vida Arteaga last, right? Let me double check. Yeah. That was a good fight. I think Desiree Yanez, she needs to work on her head movement a little bit. She was getting hit with some bombs by Vida Arteaga. So, these two fighters, they have the exact same resume. 5-3. Bruna Ellen, she's fought Velasquez. Man, now I think about it, that was like 2 years ago. Bruna Ellen's been out the game for 2 years. She's still young, but let's see what she can do, man. She's young, 24, 25 years old, but I'm like, yo, come on, gotta get back in action. That's the thing. Bellator been very, very slow about matching their ladies up versus the flyweights in the UFC, right? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. They got to be more active. Like, they don't really have structure either. Yeah, George, Bellator needs to build a strawweight division. They have fighters fighting out of their weight class. Yeah, like, Danny Nealon is a strawweight for Bellator. She's one to look out for from Ireland. But there's no division. She's 5-0. She's a good fighter. But I don't know where to rank her. I don't get it. All right, so Bruna Ellen, Desiree Yanez. I don't really have a pick in that fight. Arlene Blinko, Pam Bam Sorensen. Oh, man, shout out to Pam. This is her second fight in, 3 months? After a long layoff, she is back, back in action. It's gonna be a good fight though, man. Arlene, boxer, kickboxer. Pam Bam, I think she's a very solid pressure fighter. Muay Thai, good grappler. I think this is going to be a very, very good action-packed fight here. Because I think Pam's going to pressure, I think she's going to pressure, put that strength on Arlene to slow her down. But it's going to be on Sorensen to know how to cut that octagon off. Because Arlene has good footwork. Arlene's a good boxer. She throws some nice body kicks too. So that's something she has to avoid. She has to use timing and keep Blanco to the cage so she can just steal rounds with that clinch control, get this thing down to the ground, and use that ground and pound, and even slide in to look for those submissions. I think Pam's ground game is a little bit better here. But when we're looking at speed and boxing, that favors Blanco. So need to see Pam Bam close distance. Let me look at reach too, just to make sure, because Pam is going to have to throw some overhand rights. She's 5'7" with a 65-inch reach. Arlene. Oh, okay, Pam's a little bit taller. I always thought Arlene was, probably because looking at her stance. Arlene's 5'6", 64-inch reach. So Pam's the bigger fighter here. So with that being said, her game should be a little bit easier to pressure, being an inch taller, a little bit wider here. Close in on Arlene. I don't know. Let me look at the weigh-in again, man. Do they have these heights right? Hold on. I'm just looking at something here. Yeah, because Pam, if she wants to close distance, cut that octagon off, throw those overhand rights on that quick-moving boxer, and use that timing, catch them kicks, get her to the ground. Because Arlene's going to be moving and jabbing in this fight, I think. She'll be throwing combinations. Yeah, the weigh-in, Arlene actually looks, they look eye to eye, but Arlene looks maybe a little bit taller. Just like, not even by much. Yeah, Arlene looks a little bit taller. So maybe she's like 5'7.5" or something like that. I don't know. Because they list Pam as 5'7". Why don't I? Maybe I should DM her right now and ask her. Pam, how tall are you? Yeah, how tall are you? Stray said Harrison throwing shade at Cyborg. Robot Chick said I'll get my picks in the comment section. Okay. Markos said if Pam wins, I think she'll get a title shot against Cyborg before Cat, unless both Pam and Cat fight. I actually think Pam and Cat will fight first, in my opinion. Because she's slowly, well, not slowly, but she's actively making her way up the rankings here. And they probably would give her the title shot if she beats Cat. Because I think Cat would take this fight. I don't know if Cat really wants to go in there with Cyborg yet. So Cat would definitely take this fight as a title eliminator. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute now. So Sinead Kavanaugh is number 5. Let me see. Pam's number 7 now. And Arlene's number 1. They got Arlene Blanco listed as number 1. Cat's number 2. So Pam might get that title shot. Pam might get that title shot if she wins this one, yo. If she wins this fight, she could very well get it. That was on Wikipedia's Bellator rankings. Let me double check on the actual website, though. Let's see. All right, let's see here. Featherweights, middleweights, women's featherweights. Yeah, Arlene is number 1. So Pam, number 7, is taking on the number 1 contender. So yeah, that could very well mean a title shot. I mean, we might as well go ahead and start looking at it. This is a title eliminator for Pam. I mean, Kat's been in number 2 for a while. How long has Kat been in Bellator now? Let me look. How long has Kat been in Bellator and not lined up for a title shot yet? Oh, Kat, Sue, and Halle Berry, dang. All right. Kat joined Bellator September 11, 2020. That was her debut, right? She fought unranked Gabrielle Holloway, Olivia Parker. Yeah, she unranked too, right? Yeah. So Kat fought 2 unranked fights in September and April of 2021. It's been 7 months now, and she still hasn't fought. Whereas Pam Bam came in making noise, entering the top 10 right away. What was her? Who was that she beat? Hold on. Hang on. Let's see here. Pam Bam beat Roberta Samad. Now she's coming in against Arlene Blinko, who's number 1. So I'm like, wow, she's skyrocketing. She ain't playing. You know, Kat's holding down number 2 off 2 unranked fights. I don't know. Where Pam Bam fought a good Roberta Samad, who I remember correctly was in the top 10 at the time. She just got knocked out of the top 10. And then Pam came in at number 7, and now Pam is fighting at number 1. So Pam Bam's fights are a little bit more legit, in my opinion. So if she gets those 2 wins after a 2-year layoff, she deserves a title shot. I mean, yes or no? And that's what I see. I see Pam Bam looking a little bit stronger right now. Like, Pam already said she want to fight for that title. So I don't see any argument anybody can make and say, oh, Pam doesn't deserve a title shot. O'Brien said it would be the right thing. Markos said, Kat doesn't have a strong case for a title shot. She will have to up her competition. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like this number 2 spot, where's the Leah McCourt win? You know, where's Leah McCourt? Where's the Kavanaugh win? Where is the Janae Harding win? Where's the Toledo Nogueira win? Right? Jesse Mille? Right? I know she's coming in number 2 off of the UFC kind of, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. I don't know, man. I think that Pam Bam's going to get that title shot first. If she comes in here, if she blasts out Arlene or dominates, she's going to get that title shot, right? Yes or no? All right. Okay, so let's jump on here. LFA, let's see, Bellator. Saturday, Courtney Casey, Liana Jojua. I dropped my pick already. Y'all seen it. Probably going to be a good unranked fight. You know, there's going to be some action in there. There's going to be some action in this fight. Like I said, I got Courtney Casey winning. TKO or decision. I lean more towards decision if I didn't say that in my pick. I got to go with decision. You know, I think Courtney Casey's got more experience. I think she'll be able to throw combinations and keep range. And if she can use her takedown defense, it'll be a long night for Jojua. You know, Courtney's got the 3-inch height advantage in this fight. 3 or 4-inch height advantage. And, you know, she needs to throw those straight shots, brawl a little bit. Take advantage of the nose, like I said, and I'm not being funny. You know, Liana Jojua's nose is there to be hit. So, hey, put the work in. Put the shots together. Use that experience. I got to go with Courtney Casey in this one. I mean, like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not. Because these lower level fighters, sometimes it's like, do they show up or not? Like, it's like a battle within himself. Like, are we gonna fight, or are we just gonna get a check today? You know. So we'll see. I got Courtney Casey though. What do y'all got? Oh man, I just recorded my prediction for this Calvillo Lee. Let me see. Should I give it to y'all now? I mean, I can give y'all my prediction on Calvillo Lee now. I mean, if y'all missed this live stream, y'all can come back and check out the video when it's posted, just so you don't have to screw up through the live stream. But this fight is looking a little bit closer than many think. Calvillo and Lee are they're almost in the same boat. You know, they can beat a certain level of fighter, but when it comes down to stepping out the box and getting to that elite status, they kind of falter. They falter a little bit. They don't show IQ. So this is like battle, and no disrespect, it's like battle of the lack of IQs, or the battle of the lack of execution, if you will. You know, they don't use their strengths to the best of their ability. You know, I think I think Cynthia Calvillo does have this good grappling, but she doesn't know when to use it. Like, when she fought Chikagan and Andrade, she should have been going to the ground. You know, she should have been going to the ground. Stop trying to strike or punch with these fighters. You know, Andrea Lee, same deal with her. Good kickboxer, just such a lack of defense. You know, a lack of defense with her, like, or just like a lack of commitment, where she'll get picked apart, or she'll get taken down, or she'll gas out. You know, Lauren Murphy was tagging her. I think Andrea Lee won that fight, but I think that it's just another one of those situations where it's just like, hey, you lost. Oh, man, that's your fault. You know, you didn't level up. Daniel ever said battle of the ignorant. Yeah, no, battle of the ignorant. And it's not to be funny, like, you know, that's a good way to put it too. I mean, they're not really aware of what they have until it's done. Like, Andrea Lee, again, is strong as hell. She's got the judo, got the jiu-jitsu, got the kickboxing. But what's holding her back? Why is she number 12, right? Some people say she's well-rounded. Okay, I'm like, all right. She's well-rounded, but 3-fight losing streak. Number 12. What's holding her back? Let's talk, you know? So, it ain't no feelings thing. It's a facts thing when it comes to Andrea Lee, when I'm describing her. You know, she's coming up short. I mean, it'd be nice to see her enter the top 10. We need some new blood in there, if she can do it. Calvillo, you know, she says she's one of the best grapplers in flyweight division, that she could give Valentina all these kind of problems. And I'm like, okay, I'm all right. Calvillo, I think she has the tools for this fight, though. You know, good jab, good movement. I think her wrestling is good against a fighter like Lee. Jiu-jitsu is solid. Her ground and pound is decent. But I think Lee's kickboxing could be a problem. I want to say Andrea Lee is like 3 inches taller, longer. She's got like a 4 or 5 inch reach advantage. So Calvillo's got to go on the inside. Calvillo's got to go to the ground in this fight, or this will be Caitlin Chikagan all over again. Get pieced up from the outside, and then next thing you know, it's the third round and you lose in a unanimous decision, right? Lee's got good body kicks too. You know, Lee's got... Mary, what's going on? Yeah, I'm actually going to be off of here a little earlier. So, let's say Monday, do an open link show. Mary, you want a link on Monday, 7 p.m. or even Sunday, always come through. It's still open. I'm just on here tonight, just dropping this news because there's a lot to talk about. So, and I'm gonna be out in like 20 minutes. So, Lee has good body kicks, and I think they could be effective on Calvillo. Take her legs away. Her judo could be effective in this fight. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm reading the comment section over there. Yeah, for sure Monday, though. Like, Sunday would be pushing it for me, but Monday's definitely going down. Show's definitely on Monday. So, Mary, get your points together if you want to talk 115. I know you want to talk 115. Let's talk Rose, Andrade, whatever, I want to talk about it all, Mary. Carla. I want to know your thoughts on Carla. Andrade coming back down to 115. What you think? Joanna, Marina. Got to talk about it. Let's see. Daniel said he has Jojo winning, honestly. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to put this video out to Calvillo Lee. I don't want to break it down right now. I already did, so I'm going to just put the video out. I'll tell you, though, I'm going for I'm picking Calvillo. I'm going to pick Calvillo to win this fight, though. I think Calvillo's going to win a split decision because I could see Andrea Lee leveling up at this point. Andrea Lee's dangerous right now, that was Antonina that she beat, which is not saying much when you talk about beating a top 5 fighter or top 10 fighter. Oh, boy. we just don't know with these two. Like, really, Calvillo and Lee are on the same level in some ways. The only thing separating them is just like the difference in their ranking, for real. So it's a tough call. Split decision for Calvillo. Don't see anybody getting finished in this fight because, I think that Calvillo is very resilient, durable. Not easy to submit. Lee, she's been submitted before early in her career. She's been choked out. What was her name? Sarah DeLejo. Yeah, that was like way back. But she's always, finished on her feet in the UFC. So I see it going the distance with Calvillo pulling it out. Yeah. Daniel said Jojo will look improved enough on the feet and enough of an armbar threat for me to take her over Casey. Courtney Casey is an armbar threat as well, though. When you get her down, she'll go straight for the guard. She'll go straight for the guard. That triangle, she starts climbing. Mary said Antonina isn't as bad an MMA fighter as her record displays. It's just her adjustments need some picking up. Yeah, that's her problem. Robots, I'm picking her too. Calvillo just needs to go back to wrestling and stop striking. Yeah, I think her wrestling could win her this fight. Wrestling or grappling. Wear Lee down. Yeah, I think she can do it. She'll wear Lee down and use ground and pound. She's vicious when she starts throwing strikes on the ground. Yeah. Mary said, yeah, honestly, I was on my way to work and all I did was change lanes and the person behind me just wouldn't stop. Hold on. Oh, did something happen? Oh, I missed something. Oh, okay. Mary said, I most likely have to dispute a traffic claim recently made by a stranger. I just really hope things turn out okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. No accident, though, right, Mary? You good, right? Anybody get hit? Or was it just like a somebody trying to report you. I mean, yeah, I hope everything turns out okay though. I missed that. Yeah, the disputed traffic claim. Okay, yeah, well, take care of that. I don't know. Like I said, I watched my rear view mirror very closely and saw they were far behind me when I changed. Yeah, and then they probably flew up behind you, right? They just started trying to pick up speed or something. Any damage done? Yeah, so Calvillo, I'm going with Calvillo in this one. Anything could happen though. Anything could happen though, because like I said, Lee is dangerous right now. I think. Yeah, even though this is like a big difference in ranking, I can. It's like it is like a coin toss, man. All right, so last fight on this list, Felicia Spencer and Leah Letson is going down to. Leah Letson been out the game for a minute, y'all. Let me see. Leah Letson been out the game. How long? Leah Letson has been out for 3 years. It'll be 3 years November 30th. Yeah, because her last fight was 2018 in the Ultimate Fighter. On the Ultimate Fighter. Wow. And she's been out of the game that long, man. So, yeah, 3 years. She's in better shape. Looks great. Leah Letson, I think, has really, really amped up her look. I mean, as far as her physique and everything. So, I'm really ready to see what she can bring forth now. Who else? Who else was on her? Let me see. Yeah, she had a couple of scheduled fights. But yeah, they had got canceled throughout 2019. So yeah, we're going to see this new revamped Leah Letson versus Felicia Spencer. Spencer still active. Been in there with some tough customers throughout her career. Chris Cyborg, Nunes, Norma Dumont. Taekwondo. She be throwing kicks, pressure. Has a win over Pam Bam Sorensen, back in Invicta. Defeated Megan Anderson. And, oh yeah, she defeated Kolesnik too, who's in PFL. So, went on a nice little stint of just dominating in the Invicta, in the Invicta circuit. And, I think she was out of her realm with the Cyborg fight and the Nunes fight, but that's experience. I think maybe some years were taken off of her, but we'll see. Some years were taken off of her, but we'll see. Was it enough to make her the underdog in this fight? I don't think so. I think she still has a lot to offer. Definitely. I'm just looking at some footage here of her now. She's got a lot of pressure. She's got a lot of things going for her. She puts that pressure on you. We'll see. We have to see, how much rust is on Leah Letson. No, it's been a while. Oh, wow. Mary said, yeah, they did hit the back bumper. Dang. Apparently there's damage on their front end, and there is on the back left of my bumper. They, Mary, they know they're probably in the wrong. That's why they tried to get to it first. They tried to file it first. I mean, I had people try to deny when they hit me, but it don't go down like that with me, man. I remember one dude tried that, and I was like, oh no. I had that dude crying. I ain't even gonna lie, dude crying, but I was like, yo, I got that. I got mine. Try to pull that mess on me. You hit me, and you ain't gonna pay. Man, get out of here. I'll be like, y'all ain't getting away with this. Stray said, gotta go with Spencer. Markos said he got Spencer, Casey, and Cynthia. All right, BP, what's up? He said Maverick beats Aaron. Man, it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. I lean towards Maverick though because of the experience and the IQ and the strength. I lean towards Miranda Maverick in that factor, but it's gonna be good, man. Because technically Miranda's 3-0 in my opinion, but you know I'm gonna go with Miranda though. I hate that. I hate they have to fight now though, man. Damn. Stress. I got rear-ended 2 years ago. Kid on his cell. He admitted fault and insurance paid. I put cameras in after that. Yeah, I've been rear-ended a couple times, and yeah, I always get mine. I'd be like, nope. People try to put on a sob story. I'd be like, nope. You hit me. You know what to do. Markos, I still can't pick who's going to win between Miranda and Aaron. Man, I know, man. I'm torn on that fight. I'm torn. But let me see. I'm a rock with Letson in this one. I mean, my heart's going with Letson. My mind's going with Spencer. You know, I think Spencer's just the active fighter here. I'm going to go with Letson, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Letson. I know she's been out for a minute, but she's got something to prove. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Letson, Casey, and Calvillo. Letson, Casey, and Calvillo. Those are my picks. Yes. All right, so I pretty much covered everything in about an hour. We got it done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. We got a loaded fight weekend. Man, so much stuff to watch. Starting tomorrow, man. Good fights, though. Robot Chicken said he got serious road rage. Hey, you gotta be careful, man. Some people, they have road rage too, and they don't knock people out. They pull out, they pull out that thing, man. So you gotta be careful, man. And, you got road rage. Somebody else might have it just as bad, and you might get put down. I don't really play with people with road rage because I ain't trying to put my life on the line like that. Like, people don't really just fight anymore. Like, if you just gonna fight, that's different. But people pull guns now. So it ain't really nothing to play with. Like, the littlest punk behind a car, behind the wheel, could have road rage and, off you. So yeah, I don't really play like that. Robot Chicken said, I wish Maverick had KO power. Yeah, like, she has some strong strikes, but not like, not concussive power, Yeah, Brian, I think it's a better fight than Aaron and Macy. I mean, I like the fight for Aaron because if she would have beat Macy, she would have been in the top 15. Like, significance-wise, it was better. Significance, it made sense. But as far as, like, skill-wise, I think we're going to get a good skill fight with Maverick and Blanchfield. No doubt. That's going to be a good skill fight. Brian said he got Spencer, Casey, Andrea Lee, and he got Maverick beating Aaron Blanchfield. Okay. If Andrea Lee wins, I mean, that's going to make the division a little bit shaky, boy. I mean, it's going to be a shakeup. No, I'll pick straight. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna have to pick. You know, when it comes down to it, I'm gonna pick. I might say, may the better woman win, maybe the best woman win, but I'll pick. I just want to see if I can. You right, straight. I'm telling you, man. And I don't mess around. Like, I don't do a lot of that stuff, man. Like, I don't play, out in the street. You do the wrong thing, and then after that, you wind up going. You could be in the wrong place, just at the wrong time, or you do something out of road rage, and your behind go to jail, and shoot, that ain't somewhere I want to be. So I tread careful with a lot of stuff like that. Like, yeah, road rage ain't nothing to play with, because people, they don't think, they'll just start shooting, and then you ask yourself before you die, you be like, was it really worth it? Yeah, so I don't really play with that. Yeah, they could be drunk or stoned, man. You know what, Robot Chicken? I wouldn't either, man. Like, at this point, I wouldn't be mad if Andrea Lee goes on a run like Murphy. Like, everybody else has had their run. If Andrea Lee gets in there and does her thing, I'm fine with that. Like, if she goes in there, puts together a 5-fight win streak, I'm cool with that. Like, because if she gets in the top 10 and, Manon is on the come up, I need to see that fight. Manon versus Andrea Lee, yo. Markos said when Maverick hit Joju in the nose, that was power. Yeah, power and accuracy, yeah. I know what he means of, like, really, really, like, concussive power, like one hit or quitter power. But she definitely got some, she's got pop on her shots. It's effective. Like, she got respectful power, which is all you need. Like, but it would be nice to have that, because, like, if she had that, had she had that power, she could have knocked Macy Barber out of there. Then we wouldn't have to worry about the judges. You knock her up out of there, and that's it. Mark said, you think that Leo going on win streak when you think of those 2 fights he had with Roxanne? No. Man, because I thought she was going to win against Roxanne the rematch, and she sure did not, man. She didn't. Yeah, man, I don't mess around when you talking road rage. What older I get, Yeah, man. So I think, yeah, that's about it for me. That's my picks. I gotta go with Casey. I'm gonna go with Casey Calvillo and Letson. Casey Calvillo and Letson in this one. I think about Pam Bam and Arlene, man, that's a tough one though. I want to see Pam Bam do it though, because she hasn't had a title shot yet. I'm gonna go with Pam Bam in that fight. And man, I didn't even talk about this fight. That's why I told you, like, Cyborg versus Kavanaugh, and nobody really knowing about it. I mean, I know what's gonna happen. Like, this is Chris Cyborg we talking about, right? I'm gonna watch it. I am gonna watch it though. Wow, yeah, nobody really talked about that fight though. I I stopped at Arlene and Sorensen, didn't I? I'm more interested in that fight than I am the title fight. Yeah, straight. Yeah, that's good thinking. I mean, yeah, when you have somebody like that with you, you got to think of the person's life that's with you. No lie. You think of that person that's with you. You don't want to go off the, go off the barrel like that. Gotta be careful for sure. Okay. All right, y'all. So yeah, it's about the time I want to get off tonight. I am done for the night. I will catch y'all Sunday, possibly Sunday, but more than likely Monday. Open link Monday at 7 p.m. We'll talk about this night of fights, if it's worth it. If there's a lot of good action, we'll talk about it for sure Monday. Strawweight talk coming Monday, like I said, 7 p.m. We gotta see what's going on here, man. Like, what's the deal with Carla? Why can't she get the title shot? I mean, I need to know y'all's opinion. So we'll talk. Is Andrade coming back down? All of that stuff we gotta talk about. So yeah. Once again, we got LFA Friday and Bellator Friday. Then we got the UFC card on Saturday. So we loaded down, y'all. We are loaded down. Let me close this thing out. So yeah, let's wrap this thing up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We'll see y'all Monday. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you haven't, on your way out. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Like I said, if you hit the thumbs up, I'll keep on doing these. And yeah. Always good talk. Like always, Combo Breaker 99. I am out. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the fights. Subscribe. Peace.